How to shoot a Texas Star. I'm Hunter Constantine. I'm a Grand Master in carry optics for USPSA, and today I'm going to go over 2 ways of how to attack a Texas Star on a stage. Let's jump into it. So the first way is probably the safest way, and that is choosing one side of the plate. So if we shot this left plate first, we're going to keep our dot there, and we're going to shoot the plates in order as it spins, because when we drop this plate, then that plate, then that plate, and that momentum will keep spinning and get the other 2 plates off. Now, the star is reset. The second way is transitioning from plate to plate and trying to shoot them before the star can actually move. So you're shooting essentially 5 static targets rather than 1 static target and 4 moving targets. Let's break into it. We're gonna shoot it both ways so you can see how it goes. So this incorporates a lot of fundamentals that you have to just lock in order to have a successful 1-for-1 plate rack. You need to make sure that on your draw, you're building that master grip and that gun feels secured in your hand. Next is having the visual patience to confirm the dot is at the right point of the target on the star, because as it's moving, if you're taking too long to confirm your sights, now that plate has moved out of your visual path and the path of the bullet. So if you pulled the trigger, you're going to be too late. So you need to be firing on all cylinders to be able to put that dot on the plate and predict where it's going to be. If this plate is starting to spin and I know it's going to be coming down, I want to put my dot down here so when that plate enters, bang, I can take that shot and knock it off the rack. Trigger press is super important so you're not pulling your shots and just staying calm throughout the whole thing. I've seen a lot of people go where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 plates down, and they start thinking about how good they've been shooting, right? And they lose their focus, they lose their edge, and they go to war with the last plate at the bottom. So it's important to keep your cool, keep hammering through, and remember your fundamentals as you're practicing these things to get the time down. All right, we've got the timer out now, and I'm gonna do it the rotational way, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the plates in every single spot. We'll see what the time looks like. That was a 4:10 with the average split. So 84, 72, 68, and then 66. We're going to do the transitional way on the timer and see how fast we can get it down to. That was a 267 for 5 shots, 124 first shot, 35 split, 36, 38, 34. As you can see, that split time almost gets chopped in half, going from mid to high 60s to mid to low 30s, which is pretty good. And I think if we shoot this a few more times, we can bring that time down even faster. So our 3rd run on the timer, let's see what we can do. We've got enough bullets, so let's rock and roll. So 248, that was a little bit faster. First shot, 111, 37 split, 32 split, 35 split, 33 split. So what we're looking to do here is go sub 30 on those splits in between plates. So I want less than 1/3 of a second from one plate to the next plate, essentially getting 3 plates within 1 second. All right, here we go. 248 is the time to beat now. 237, we took off another 1/10. We had a 114 first shot, 30 split, 29 split, 32, 32, and 32. Way more consistent on those splits. I chose a different pattern, but it seemed to be prevailing. I think we have enough for 1 more set. So let's see if we can do a sub 230. I'm gonna reset it 1 last time. That was a 227. That's where I want to be, but I missed the last plate. That was a 227 with 1 plate missing. Let's see if we can do it again. Clean this time. That was a 230. 230, 113 first shot, 30 split, 29 split, 31 split, 27 split. I believe that averages to a sub 3/10 split per plate. That is pretty darn good if you ask me. Rootin', shootin', holiday, tootin'. People say that, right? Ka-chow. Fast shooting. This is the Texas Star. They're a lot of fun. I could literally sit out here and spend hundreds of rounds just knocking this plate over. I think a sub 2 is possible if you're that much of a heater. If you get a sub 2, post a video. First person to give me a submission gets a free belt, period. It needs to be on a timer, and you need to be at least 11 yards away because that is the distance I shot it today. I don't care what the Texas Star looks like, 11 yards on a timer, sub 2 seconds, I'll send you a belt. I hope you learned something about the Texas Star. Go out and practice it, try the 2 different ways, see what works for you. Sometimes in matches, you're limited as to which way you're allowed to shoot it based on vision barriers. So it's good to practice both ways and get an understanding of what it is, but all it comes down to is how comfortable you are with transitioning to targets at speed and predicting where that plate is going to be. But anyways, guys, bring it all together, come full circle, knock a Texas Star down, win a free belt, shoot some guns, shoot some ammo. The Killdozer lives on in our memory forever.